Hey guys! So, today I had rowing. Today is a Saturday, and luckily enough it was a nice sunny day. But I would like to let you know of two experiences that I had today. One was a good one, really amazing, and one was a interesting experience that my quad and myself experienced, as well as some others. So I'll start off with the amazing experience that I had, well, my crew and myself had. So my co-coach wasn't there today, and we still don't have a cox, so it was myself and the crew, and I was the cox, meaning that I was steering the boat. Dangerous spot to be in. And we turned the corner on the Brisbane River, on one of the Brisbane corners river, and so when we turned the corner, all of a sudden there was just fog everywhere. It was so beautiful. You would never think that fog could be that pretty, but it was like the water, the reflection of the water in the foggy part was just gorgeous, but slightly dangerous, as if a city cat had come through the fog. There was a possible chance of it not seeing us, so we had to not go too far into the fog. We just went to the edge of it, had a look at it. The girls got excited. A new experience for all of us, and then we had to turn around, but it was just so beautiful, and an experience that you probably couldn't experience if you weren't on a water sports. So it was just so beautiful, is what I'm trying to say, and an experience that everyone should take a chance in taking. So the not so good experience that we had today was, I had gone past the pontoon, because you have to turn around before taking the boat back in, and I'd made them go like 500 metres down away from the pontoon, because we were there too early, and we'd sat and talked for a bit, and then we decided to turn around. So we turned we turned the boat around, and we were heading back up towards the pontoon. And generally, when you're heading away from the city in the Brisbane River, you're meant to be on the right-hand side, but because it was only a few hundred metres away from the pontoon, I figured it would be alright, until I noticed that there was 4 quads coming straight at us, and one of the coaches of the 4 quads came up to us, rushing up to us, and they're like, yeah, you gotta get out of the way, there's a race going on, move girls. So I got my girls to row, and I redirected the boat so that it would be like on its side, so that we could try and get to the other side of the river. So the quads were coming along like this, and there was another tinny next to them, and that was watching the quads race, and so I assumed that the tinny would have seen us, and I predicted that the best chance of either the quad hitting us or the tinny, the quads would have less chance of stopping, and if the tinny saw us, then they would be able to stop quicker. However, the tinny person did not see us, so we managed to get out of the way of the quads, and then the tinny person was coming straight at us, so I got my girls to stop, and the tinny person driver still hadn't seen us and drove straight into the bow of our boat, and luckily the girl who was in bow had moved forward on the side, so the tinny didn't hit her. But there is now a huge crack in the bow of the boat, which is not good. But the boat has gone in to be repaired on Monday, and will hopefully be all fixed up before this Saturday coming, of which is our first regatta, which was not a good time for this to happen. But luckily no one was hurt, but it really wasn't a nice experience for the driver of the tinny, who had not meant for it to happen and is now feeling really bad. But the point is, something always happens in every sport. There's always a chance of an injury or an accident, but you shouldn't let yourself live in fear of what may happen, and just live in the excitement of the sport. So have a lovely day, guys. Bye.